So welcome to Amoeba. We are right now in Nucleus, as you'll realize, because it is a data science platform and called Amoeba. Things are named kind of in a very geeky, sciencey way, and that's intentional. So if you think about Nucleus, you think about kind of like a central hub, and that's what this place is. And this is where you would come to track all of your goals. So nothing like anxiety of demoing something live, but I'll go ahead and start my first add a goal here. So your goals could be anything. Again, we talked about this is around tracking pipeline, but that doesn't mean that you can't have goals around like retention, as we were speaking about earlier, or can't have goals around like growth, CRO related goals, CFO related goals. Again, you can have all of those as goals because they all have some sort of implication on how you're driving kind of top of funnel business. But the intention here is like this is meant for pipeline generation. So let's say here, I want to grow my ROAS as an example. It's a goal most marketers deal with. So again, for the purposes of this demo, we kind of restricted the data sources because we want the things to move a little bit faster. But in terms of data sources, you can imagine we are dealing with anything that exists within your normal realm, right? So you're thinking about like your CRMs, your advertising data, etc. Like all of that can flow into this. So first and foremost, one of the things that we do, we have our first kind of interface agent, which is Atlas. And Atlas, like Atlas, the name suggests, its job is to kind of guide you into understanding what your goal really is. Now, this agent is a lot smarter behind the scenes than it would seem because its job is to also anchor you into what might be the right goals, right? So sometimes we get anchored to looking at goals that are too menial or too micro. This Atlas's job is to make sure that you're focusing on macro goals that grow your business, whereas like micro goals that might not be as relevant to your business. So in this case, I'll come here and I'll say, I want my, let's say day 0 ROAS to be 75. So again, you know, it's a pretty high number. I think one of the things I joke about with our customers is like set really, really ambitious goals because you want this to be the system that's kind of looking at all of those goals and, you know, like taking a look at your entire system that way. So again, in this demo, because the data is really limited, it came back really fast. And it set the goal for day 0 ROAS to be 75%. And then that's the only thing that you're doing so far. So I press accept. Now, while that's loading, let me take a step back and kind of show you about what's happening behind the scenes. So again, as I mentioned, we're taking in data from all sorts of sources. The agent that you didn't see that's behind the scenes is Helix, which is our transformation agent. So again, we're connecting into your data sources as is, meaning you don't have to take care of any of the data transformation, data cleaning, or any of that. Like a good data scientist, this platform will do that for you. And Atlas is something that you just saw. And this is Nucleus is our neuro-symbolic system. And again, Amoeba, it's an agency of agents, but that's the platform that you're experiencing right now. So I'll jump back. So again, our goal has been set, and we are in our first living brief. So here you'll see you have your goal. So again, our goal is 75%. Our current average for this is 50%. This is basic math, not a lot going on here. But I'll draw your attention to this portion. And actually, any lime green bubbles that you see is our system basically explaining what's happening behind the scenes or how the data is derived. So in this case, it's already starting to anticipate that there's going to be a trend-related thing that's going to happen. So say day in, day out, you can come back to the platform and look at how this brief is changing. Or better yet, we actually have digests where we can send that brief directly to your email so you can wake up and have peace of mind that something's happening and happening well. So now when I go down here, these insights are actually key drivers. They are both linear and non-linear in connection, which in relationship, which means like they might be directly connected to your goal, or they might be multivariate and connected to your goal through some other channels, right? So again, the job here is to tell you these are your key drivers so you understand what's actually driving your priority goal